women and girls, and part of it is because I write about things that I don't get, and I'm a psychologist and I don't get women at all still, and so I don't even trip about it. It's like, okay, I know what I don't get, so I try to explore it as much as I can. And I was very close to my mother, who died young, and I felt like a library had burnt down, you know, and it's like there was so much that I was going to learn that I didn't, and so I'm always reaching for it, sometimes stumbling, sometimes reaching. I was saddened, you know, a couple of months ago. It was back in April, actually more than a couple of months ago. It was a young woman, 22 years old, Karen Washington, who was a blogger. She did a blog called For Brown Girls. And I didn't know her, I didn't know her work, but I knew her through this headline that she had taken her own life, and she was despondent about her mother dying. And this woman who inspired so many other women and was touching so many other women was so sad that she couldn't feel heard enough, you know? And as a psychologist, it hurt me. As a person, it hurt me, and I didn't know what to do. And when I don't know what to do, I write about stuff. You know, sometimes I just reach for it. And this is that. It's called A Doctor's Note for brown girls and other girls like Karen Washington. They will tell you it gets better. Sometimes it does not. Sometimes, in these times, often forget their clock and stay every now, because you only know it's a sometimes when it stops, and sometimes it feels like it isn't going to stop. So it's an every time that they don't know about. And when the sun isn't so much a sun as a conscience with no forgiveness, and your November leaves of red and orange and a bouillon, tell no one how your roots have already Decembered into January. They will not always see the burning almanac you are, that you are not buckling the concrete, you are it. The hard and the walked around, the no organic left in you, they will not see that. And your smile won't seem like a rummage sale when you give away that last thing rather than try to think of the price. And your smile, they will smile back. But you have been want that back for so long that you're just grateful for another picked through to be over. Nobody especially understands the nights, because they don't go down the way you go down before that spiteful sun does. And walk the streets of a city they have never noticed on their maps, but they're not streets, are they, but alleys. Every single one. And none of the footsteps you hear are coming towards you except maybe the ones wolfing you into run. But still, it gets better. People do not know this, because their mornings are daylight, not mockery that you are a stubborn bitch, aren't you? To still be here, ugly as you fake you are not. This is what your tears, escaped POWs that they are, want to tell them, but your jaw doesn't know who has the keys to the vault of screams, so you are quiet. In a world that loves girls most when they shut up anyway. What are you supposed to do but live gravity as a silence? And sometimes there's that again. The they who get paid to listen to sad girls give you pills to unsad you. And this is where science wants you to say thank you. But science isn't there when the medicine spins you into cotton candy, but your office, your kitchen, your driveway, your children are a freeway, and you should be drive and not skip. And why is slow a really useful motion anyway? And how the hell did it dip between your legs like you didn't know was possible? Why are they calling this kind of science medicine? Yeah, okay. Because sad. And didn't we decide sad is already 2 parts woman anyway? How much can we do about that, you know? Even your girlfriends, when you can still feel girlfriends, will not get this. Not the way you want them to get it, the way they get that, oh damn, of cramps. And friends, when you're telling the truth, sometimes read like Polaroids that you cannot fan enough to raise a picture, so you leave them on a table where someone nice will discover them and be rewarded for their patience. who on earth can tell you stuff like that when normal people shower and have a favorite blouse and a taste in their mouth and still laugh at Tom and Jerry, and you are a sad girl who walks like stepping off bridges. Yet this is the part where a they is important. And it is not fair the extra you may have to do while we, the they, find you in the cave of you. This is the part where you will have to use the last ping of your black box at the bottom of the sea to say, I am a sad girl, please be in this with me. And know that you are not ever staying, even if you were, we shower, remember? But ping, girl, because we are the uneducated theys. And we love the stupid sun because we are stupidly not sad. And it is not fair either, but believe, no one wants there to be a sad girl, especially not you. And we have to be better at not being afraid of sad girls. But dear God, and I am talking to the part of you who is God, we will die too. If you die instead of teaching us, yes, sad girl, listen, we will die in some way and not just sometimes. If you don't say and keep on saying, please, God in you too, hold me.